Welcome. If you have the same problem of having Bitcoin, but you can't access it, you can't use it because your paper wallet is damaged and you can't see the full WIF key, then I have good news. The WIF key can be recovered in many cases. Your Bitcoin address is your public address. This is where your purchased Bitcoin arrived. And the WIF key is a 51 or 52 character code string that is literally a key to access your Bitcoin. Many people make a paper wallet, print out the public address and WIF key of their Bitcoin wallet, and then put it in a safe place. This can be a good solution if you don't want to store your Bitcoin in an online wallet, or if you want to give it as a gift or leave it as a legacy to a loved one. You may also have received Bitcoins in a paper wallet as a gift, and now you find that the data is not legible and you cannot use it to store Bitcoins in the wallet. Paper can be easily damaged. Unfortunately, it is often the case that the data on a piece of paper taken out months or years later is only partially legible. Then there is a real problem, because if the whole row of data is not clearly visible, the Bitcoin is unusable. A few months ago, my friend took out the paper wallet that belonged to the Bitcoin he bought 8 years ago, but more than 10 characters at the end of the WIF key were illegible. He was totally freaked out because several copies of his paper wallet had not been printed. But he needed the Bitcoin. He wanted to sell some of it and keep some of it. When he saw the paper with the corrupted data, all his hopes were dashed. I felt his disappointment, because I also have a Bitcoin wallet, but I took the precaution of putting it in a special foil after printing it so that the paper would not get wet. My friend didn't take any precautions. That's why the WIF key of his wallet became partially unreadable. I felt very sorry for him, so I decided to try to help him, but I didn't tell him because I didn't want to give him false hope. I'm not a professional computer scientist. I don't have a degree in IT. I do computer science as a hobby. I am interested in the crypto world, but I am not a fan. There are many different programs written for Bitcoin key recovery, but I have not found any results with any of them, even though I have tried many. For a long time, I ran into obstacles because most of them require a special operating system or other special technical environment. However, my desire to help my friend and the challenge was motivating enough that I didn't give up, but it wasn't easy. It was not my intention to hack. I don't know how to hack and I don't think it's ethical. I simply wanted to find a realistic solution so that my friend who really needed his Bitcoins could still have access to what was his. After weeks of research and lots of experimentation, I finally found the program that helped me. I recovered the corrupted WIF key with the program in less than 25 minutes. My friend's joy was boundless. He could hardly believe his eyes. My friend encouraged me to share her story because she thought there were many people like her who would need this information. If you have a Bitcoin paper wallet, take it out now and check that all parts are legible and that no characters are missing. If you find everything in order, you are a happy man. But if you see that some characters are blurry and not readable, then keep watching this video because you might find a solution with the Bitcoin WIF key recovery program I discovered. I haven't deleted the recovery program. I have it on my computer, so I have no problem helping you if someone else has the same problem. I won't share the name of the program, but I'm happy to help. The program is simple to use, but it required several utilities and many settings to make it really work. In several cases, there is a realistic possibility of recovery. If the end of the WIF key is missing, the maximum is 14 characters, so out of 51 or 52 characters, there should be 37 or 38 characters. If the middle of the WIF key is damaged and characters are missing or difficult to read, up to 12 characters, but the beginning and end of the WIF key are present and legible. Or if characters are missing in several places in the WIF key, but most of them are clearly legible. If the WIF key in your Bitcoin paper wallet is readable, but the Bitcoin public address is not, don't worry, because the Bitcoin address can be generated from the WIF key. The recovery program therefore needs the public Bitcoin address and the visible, readable part of the WIF key to work. Whether the format is compressed or uncompressed, there is a realistic chance of recovering both. I'm going to show you some examples to show you how the recovery process works in the program. I use bytadress.org to generate a Bitcoin address. You can see the WIF key for the address here. This is the uncompressed address and the corresponding WIF key, and this is the compressed Bitcoin address and the corresponding WIF key. I will now show you how the recovery process works. Take a look. In the first example, I delete 5 characters from the WIF key. This is what the program will recover. The process is not long, a few minutes or a few seconds. The restore is complete. Look, the restored WIF key is identical to the original WIF key. Now I generate another Bitcoin address and delete 7 characters from the end of the WIF key. The process is the same, but it takes a bit more time because the program has to calculate more combinations. The program was a success here too. Fix the missing characters. Check it out. It's the same, all in a few minutes. Here is an example where some characters are missing not at the end of the WIF key, but in the middle. I paste the Bitcoin address and the readable characters of the missing WIF key into the program. Here again, the speed depends on from which part of the WIF key, and how many characters you need to find and correct. If you're lucky, this process can be very quick, but you may have to wait a few minutes or even a few hours. Well, the restore was successful here too. Look, it matches the WIF key shown in the example. Now you can see an example where some characters are missing from several places. The program can handle this too. It can also recover this. The criteria here are the same as in the previous example. If there are many missing characters, more time is needed to correct them. If only a few are missing, then the restoration process is really fast. As you can see, this was also successful. The speed of the process depends partly on the capacity of the computer, partly on the operating system, and partly on the programs. But in general, the fewer characters missing, the faster the recovery. The more characters are missing, the more time is needed. Do you also need help because your WIF key is partially unreadable and you can't access your Bitcoin? If you trust me, maybe I can help you. Why trust me if you don't know me? You don't have to trust me. Feel free to do the research yourself, find and install the right programs and run them so that they work. It takes some expertise, but you see, it really works. If this is not an option for you because you don't have the technical skills or tools and you haven't found a solution yet, you can either continue to fret over your paper wallet and pine for your unobtainable Bitcoin, or take a deep breath and give yourself a chance to access your wealth. What does it cost you? If you do nothing, it costs you nothing. If I succeed, you pay me a 15% success fee. You have no risk because you don't have access to your Bitcoin at the moment anyway, so you're risking practically nothing. Obviously, at the time of this information video, I have no feedback, no references, but there will be confirmation later because who wouldn't be happy to get back what they lost? If I can help you and I am successful, I will ask you to report back in the comments so that others can see that this is a fair offer of help and not a ripoff. To see if I can help you, if there is any chance to recover your Bitcoin WIF key, please contact me because I need to see how corrupted the code is, if there is any hope to fix it with the help of the program. But it's very important that you do this privately and don't post it here in the comments or link to your Wi-Fi key picture because this is a public area. If I can't help you, I will tell you. And if there is a chance to fix it, I will. You do not have to pay anything in advance. Only afterwards, if the recovery is successful. So don't worry about the costs because there is only a success fee. That's fair, right? Well, you see what this recovery program can do. If you need Bitcoin WIF key recovery, you can email me, WifKeyAngel@gmail.com. In reply, I will send you a detailed description of the steps to be taken and how we will settle the success fee after a successful repair of the wrench. This video was shot in the first days of May 2022. At the moment, I can't estimate how many inquiries I will receive, but I promise to respond to all emails. However, I will only process requests in the chronological order in which they are received, so if you don't hear back from me immediately, please be patient. It is undeniable that you will benefit from recovering your Bitcoin WIF key, as you will have access to your Bitcoin. I do not yet have a reference to build trust. Therefore, in May 2022, I only charge a 5% success fee for Bitcoin WIF key repair, instead of 15%. In return, I ask you to write feedback. This is good for everyone. You get your lost Bitcoin back and new interested parties can see the positive feedback. In principle, everything is ready for me to help you. Do you need my help? Do you have a damaged or partially unreadable Bitcoin paper wallet WIF key? If you don't have this problem, but know someone in your circle of friends or acquaintances who does, share this video with them. They will be forever grateful. That's for sure. Feel free to search. I'm happy to help you if you need it.